Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today, and if it's your first time with me here today, then just plain old welcome. Today I want to discuss the mascara released by Charlotte Tilbury called Legendary Lashes. Ooh, pretty gold casing, right? So the reason that I picked it up was simply because I was curious. I heard a lot of hype, I heard a lot of chatter, I heard people very excited, impressed, blown away by a mascara. And so I couldn't take it anymore, and I said, you know what, I have to find out what everybody's talking about to find out if this mascara is actually worth it. Is it worth your budget, actually? I mean, because that's really what makeup and beauty really is, because it is endless. You can spend like $1 billion. And so you get to a point where you actually have to decide, should I direct my money this way or should I direct it someplace else? Because it's not like we're not going to spend that money. We're definitely going to spend it, but we need to decide where. So I picked up the mascara. I didn't need it. I have a plethora, love that word by the way, plethora, of other mascaras, but I decided to get it. And so if you're interested in finding out what I think of it, should you budget for it, then just keep watching. So one of the common themes that you will frequently hear on YouTube is that mascara from the drugstore is awesome. It isn't generally necessary to step up to some of the higher end brands. And for the most part, that's true. How do I know that's true? One, because I live for mascara. Mascara is one of those guys that I put on, if I put on kind of almost nothing else, it's what I wear every day when I leave the house. I don't know why it's important that I flutter my eyelashes to the UPS store, for example, but I don't know. That's what makes me feel good, and so that's what I do. But drugstore mascaras typically perform really well, and I know this because I got a lot. So let me tell you some of the ones that I'm really loving. As always, the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, also by L'Oreal. The Voluminous, also in the Carbon Black Mascara, kind of a cult favorite, goes back a long time. I love the Miss Mango Rock mascara. It does really great things for volumizing your lashes, and I love the Voluminous Butterfly line that they came out with. I love the original and the purple one, which is Butterfly Sculpt. Maybelline has also put out some winners. The Lash Sensational, really, really good. I love the original Falsies. I was really impressed with it when it first came out. I always go back to it. And the Great Lash, I always have a tube of Great Lash. I think it works really well as kind of a second coat volumizer, or it gets in there real good if you've got a particular lash that you need to pay attention to. By CoverGirl, I love the Clump Crusher one. I also love the neon tubing. How fun is that? And then their recently released Supersizer turns out to be really, really good. And then just some randoms by Revlon. I love the Ultimate All-in-One with the red top, the red cap. They have some specific focusers that have different caps, but I just love the generic all-in-one. And number 7, sold at Target, has a mascara called Extreme Length, and it really does that. It works really well for that. Not quite as good as the Telescopic, but a really good runner-up to it. So as you can see, I really love my mascaras, but I do have to say that I haven't actually found a mascara that does it all. Like, I do mascara in 2 steps. I lengthen first with one variety or one style, and then I volumize with the second mascara, because I never feel like one wand is equipped to handle both of those. It cannot both lengthen and volumize. And so then this Legendary Lashes comes out by Charlotte Tilbury, and she's asking a pretty penny for it, $32. I mean, that even outranks my high-end Dior Show Blackout Mascara, which I absolutely live for, and at $24, I think it's actually $25 now. That I thought was the most that I would ever spend. So let's talk about the packaging real quick. The packaging itself is kind of gorgeous. It's this kind of rose gold almost, which is kind of her signature shade that she has on a lot of her packaging. On the back, which is a little hard to see just because it's kind of reflective, she has a winking set of eyes. One eye is winking at you, and of course the eyes have like amazing lashes. The wand itself is crazy. First of all, it's major big, and so if you've got small eyes, this wand might become a challenge for you. The end of the wand also gets a little bit fatter, which if you use the end of the wand in order to go after, you know, individual lashes or inside corner lashes, it might prove to be a little bit difficult in that way. But then at the same time, if you're using the wand in the typical horizontal fashion, I think that's what allows it to actually get inside to those inner lashes. And typically a lot of mascara wands are tapered as you approach the end, and then that might make it hard to get those inside tiny little baby lashes. It is one of those natural bristle wands and brushes, which I I don't actually, I was gonna say I tend to prefer, I don't really care. If you're a good mascara, I don't really care what your wand is made of. When it comes to the formula of this mascara, I find that this particular formula is definitely not one of those wet mascara formulas. You know, sometimes you'll see people, they'll take the wand out and they'll blow on it. Like they're making a wish on one of those dandelions or something. I don't know what they're called, but when you make the wish and the fuzzies go everywhere. Some people feel it necessary to blow on their wand a little bit in order to kind of like dry out on a very minimal basis that formula. I personally prefer a wet formula mascara because I think it winds up layering much better, but that aside, this mascara is not a wet formula. I would almost call it like a creamy liquid, because there's definitely like a cream essence to it. And many people prefer that. They find that that's a little bit easier to work with. When doing layers and second coats and third coats even of this mascara, I find that the creamy formula sometimes will ball up a little bit or just kind of get stuck on itself a little bit, which is why I personally prefer a wetter mascara. But if you enjoy using the not quite so wet formulas, this one is not like that. And you're still able to, with this Legendary mascara, you are still able to apply second and third coats, which I actually have done myself. So I'm going to insert a shot here of what the application looks like on my lashes. This is actually 3 coats on my lashes, and you can see if you pay attention and if you work very closely, you can actually eliminate whatever, I don't want to say clumps, but just whatever extra deposits of mascara sometimes happens as you apply additional coats. So ultimately, even though I think that the price is a little bit scary, the reason that I really like this Legendary Lashes mascara is because this wand and formula combination somehow does both. It actually lengthens and volumizes my lashes. And so when I did my mascara today, it was actually quite unique because I did not have to use 2 different mascaras. I relied only on the Legendary Lashes to give me both the length and the volume that I was looking for without the mess. Let it be said that I did have to use a Q-tip to remove the mascara from my eyelid, because even though I have huge cow eyes, which I have mentioned before, even this wand was quite large for my eyelids, and so that did make it a little bit difficult to work with. Do I think you should go out and spend $32 on a mascara? I think you can better direct your budget towards a different product that you might want or like even more. But that doesn't mean I don't think you should have this in your life. So I recommend this mascara as a gift mascara. You know, when someone needs to buy you a gift for something, sometimes it's better to get an overpriced $32 mascara rather than like an ugly sweater. I mean, which would you rather have? A really awesome mascara that both lengthens and volumizes, or an ugly sweater, right? Besides, a gift is something I believe that you typically wouldn't buy for yourself. That's why otherwise just go shopping, you know? And so I appreciate when someone gives me a gift that I might not have otherwise spent my own money on. So I feel like the Legendary Lashes is a gifting mascara, whether you give it to someone else or you put it on a little wish list and hope that someone else buys it for you. So that is my review of the Legendary Lashes and the wonder that is lengthening and volumizing. If you are my subscriber, thank you so much. If you are not already subscribed, I really wish that you would, because even though I regularly upload on Fridays, I am interested in doing many more a week now. And so if you subscribe, you will be notified when I throw up a bonus video. If you like this video and want to see more like it and maybe learn just a little bit, then please give this video a thumbs up. I am on social media. I am on Twitter and Instagram and now Snapchat, which is awesome because I feel like I'm not just talking to myself anymore. Thank you again so much for spending this time with me. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and in the meantime, thanks.
So I'd like to discuss today the semi-new release by Charlotte Tilbury of whore? Oh my god, now I called her a whore. Maybelline also has put out some winners as far as I'm concerned. The last. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today, and if this is your first time, then just plain old, well, your first time? Is this your first time? My god, line 1 and I'm already like flat on my face here. You can always score with the Great Lash, even though it doesn't do anything major. It is awesome. With my dog giving a little tinkle there. And not an actual tinkle, he was just shaking and his dog tags were tinkling. I am rocking a red lip today. Russian Red by MAC, and it's making me nervous. I am so afraid that I'm going to wipe red lipstick all over my face. But I feel like when you're not wearing a lot of eye makeup because you're trying to show off your lashes, you need to go with a bold lip. And I was so undecisive, or indecisive. Undecisive? Indecisive. That's like unflammable and inflammable, which is correct. Anyway, I was so indecisive about what shade of mauve or purple or wine or liquid lipstick, etc. I decided to go with an oldie but goodie, the Matte Russian Red by MAC. The Matte MAC. Oh, please. Because I never feel like one wand is equipped to handle both things, volumizing and lengthening. CoverGirl has the Clump Crusher. They have like a million, but I really love the oh gosh.